I need to click go live. Go live. And hopefully we're on. Hello everyone. I know I'm a little bit early. Just giving you time to get here and all that good stuff. Looks like we are live. Looks like I am muted so I don't have to hear myself. Let me move my old comments over so I can see them real easy because you know, old man. And we'll get started soon. It's a little early, but that's alright. We got time. I got let's see, can you hear me? And my microphone is soft again. Alright, let me try that thing and see if it worked the same thing I did yesterday. Then for some reason, oh my gosh, is it loud? Getting louder already? Maybe I should move it close. Ah, that looks like that'll work. Yeah, I guess that worked. At least according to my side. Not as loud as it was yesterday, but that's okay. I think it was a little loud yesterday anyway. So we'll start in a couple of minutes. Let me just change a few stream things while we get waiting. I gotta prime and pump because might be doing a lot of drinking. Although I am gonna take very, very, very tiny sips because my God, I'd be dead by the end of the first paragraph if I didn't. All right, let me see what I wanted to do. I want to change my camera around a little bit. If I can find where that is. And unlock. Oh, hey, maybe I can do it right now. Why is my camera like, you know, it doesn't matter. My camera is like 1/10 of the size, 1/2 the size, 1/3 the size of the camera window. Alright, that's there. So, after having a night to think about this OGL thing, it is something else. It's a Kickstarter and a late night. What do you mean a Kickstarter? What's up with that? And how you doing, Stanley? Yeah, change my thing around a little bit. There we go. I got a new monitor, so my setup's a little bit wonky, but that's all right. Wait. You know what I just realized looking at this? It says for over 20 years, thousands of creators have helped grow the TT using a shared set of game mechanics. For over 20 years? Dungeons & Dragons is like 50 years old almost. I think next year is the 50-year anniversary of Dungeons & Dragons. So where are they going to come up with a number like 20 years? It's kind of weird. Well, like I said, I'm a few minutes early, so... Ooh, let's do some nice, Oh, I know what I can do. Well, that didn't move any. That's fine. Play a little music while we're waiting. So... Or I could sing. I can always sing. Oh, I know the perfect song to play while we're waiting. Evil dragon. What? Oh. Here's the story of an evil dragon who was bringing up 3 very wicked wormlings. I should probably do this if I'm going to play music, eh? Like their mother, the youngest one cursed kings. Here's the story of a lich named Rendo who was busy with... My God, man, I can't... My singing is so bad. Oh, man. Okay, we're there. 3 ghouls of his own. They were 4 undead, living all together. Yet they were all alone. Till the one day when this lich met this dragon. And we knew it was much more than glitches. That this group would somehow form a family.
That's the way we became the Draco Liches.
Let's try the camera over here.
Draco Liches.
Yeah, I like the camera over here better.
That's the way we became the Draco Liches.
Now showing the... whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, wow. None of the... Oh, one of them's mine. At least one of them's mine. Haven't done this one in a while. I keep looking for a way to throw Officer Biff into my... or Dr. Biff. Into my YouTube stuff. It never fits. I'm gonna go make a drink. I'll be right back, and then we'll get started. Don't think I've ever actually made it to the end of that song before. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah. Oh, we got time. 2 more minutes till we start, it looks like. So, got time for one more of my old Biff songs. Let's go with Officer Biff. He was a fun one. Where is Officer Biff? Man, I had a lot of Biff characters. I don't even remember. Apparently I was Drusilla once. Cousin Drift. Detective Biff. Hippie Biff. Biff Dance. Edgy Biff. Watcher Biff. Girl Biff. Demon Biff. I had a lot of Biff characters. Totally forgot about most of these. Alien Biff. That's one of my favorites. Where's Officer Biff? Oh, right here. It's literally called Officer Biff. Should just do a stream one night of nothing but YouTube music. Turn this down just a little bit. I'll leave it turn off once we start. Oh, 6 o'clock. Let's do it. So welcome everybody. This is going to be a lot of stuff that we talked about already, but a little bit different. Like I said, like I just noticed before we started, let me get this so I can see the stream. There we go. Let's full screen this sucker. That's not how you full screen the sucker. Boom. I'm on the wrong sucker. I just full screen. I'm so awesome at this. Boom! There we go. Look at that. Like a boss. I don't understand where he got for over 20... Oh, never mind. I take that back. I know exactly where he got for over 20 years from. For over 20 years, thousands of creators helped grow the TTRPG community using a shared set of game mechanics that are the foundation for the unique worlds and other creations. We don't want to change that and have loud that neither do you. The 20 years comes from this. The original OGL came out about 20 years ago. 1.0 A. So we're doing two things. So I thought of a couple of things about this I'm going to bring up. Adam thought of some things about this that I'm also going to bring up. Since he's not here, I'll just steal his ideas. And, yeah, let's see. Let's talk, and it's different. Hateful content. You know what I realized when they kept talking about hate? Well, we'll get into it. We'll do that when we get into it. So let's take a look. I've decided I'm not going to take a full drink every single time they say license. I'd be wasted in half an hour, be dead in 45 minutes. So, let's start by talking about creator badges. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's start by seeing if they've added these links in yet. Ooh, maybe they have. What were the other ones? Because yesterday when I clicked on them, their links were not there. Ah, crap. I gotta go back. What were the other things I clicked on yesterday? Virtual tabletop policy. Oh, never mind. That is not there. I should basically, you know what I should do? I should just make anybody that talks to me be, have to be covered by the Eternall Newbie OGL. So, basically anything you say to me, I can steal and use any way I want. There, Eternall Newbie OGL. Much simpler than this monstrosity, and yet it accomplishes the exact same thing. So, like, the creator badges, I'm still curious how these things are going to work. Oh, I didn't notice this before either, but we'll come to it. The coordinates, which are located, blah, 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 the system reference guide, are under Creative Commons license attribute 4. Our copyright rights, what? Copyright rights and other content include the system reference document, SCSDR, are licensed to you under Open Gaming License 1.2. Use of D&D's content in Virtual Tabletop is allowed in the terms of Wizards Virtual Tabletop. Yay, legal theft. That's exactly what it is. Good point. Like, I gave the disclaimer, and anybody anywhere could watch the stream, and they could see the beginning of the stream. We're about, what? Oh my god, we're 13. Oh, because I was not streaming for the first 5 minutes, basically. Just watch the first 13 minutes of my stream, and you'll understand my OGL. My own personal OGL. Although, maybe it'd be more OLL. Open Life License. Actually, it doesn't need to have an open. Life License. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Now, let's just call it OGL just to screw with the people. Use of D&D content in streaming, fan art, cosplay, and other fan content is permitted as described under Wizards fan content policy. That I want to look at. I don't think anything's changing there. Yeah, no thanks. So, we at Wizards are continuous amazing community creativity, blah, blah, blah. Stop blowing smoke up our butts, please. We know there's other stuff you want to stick up our butts. You probably have a lot of questions about what you can do with lights. All right, here we go. Oh, this is long. Damn. One word free. You may use Wizards IP, except for the restrictions listed in 3, to make fan content that you share in the community for free. Free means free. Hey guys, did y'all know free open gab license? I like that. Did you guys know free means free? I never knew free meant free. I thought free meant with a fee. Or free meant not for me. Or free meant do something to a tree. Yeah, I'm running out of ideas. You cannot require payments, survey, downloads, subscriptions, or email registration to access your fan content. So this is for stuff that is not going to be covered under the OGL. This is just like, if I make something, like stuff I've made. Like if I go over here, And I go to my homebrew. Where's my homebrew? Where's my homebrew? Where's my homebrew? What have I made? Wait, where? Oh, right here. I'm smart. And I look at my anti-magic fighter, or my atheist paladin. Bending unit, I never finished that. Florida man, Ring of Utter Embarrassment. That was a fun one. Televangelist, I like that one a lot. I can't charge for this because it's under. That's fine. I wouldn't charge for this anyway. Who would pay for this? But tell the community it's unofficial. Make it clear that your fan content is not endorsed or sponsored by Wizards. That's fine. That's easy enough. Please include a note with your fan content explaining that title is unofficial fan content permitted on the fan content policy. Oh my God, morons! Don't hurt others. Please respect other people's IP. Please respect other people's IP. That is rich coming from Wizards, isn't it? If you don't have the rights to use another person's stuff in your fan content, don't. Leave that to us. If we learn that your fan content also includes other people's IP, i.e. crossover matchups, without their permission, we may ask you to take it down. Don't hurt Wizards. Yeah, we're doing a really good job of doing that to ourselves. Oh my gosh, I just got an idea. Let's see, do I have it? Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh, double shit. That was almost a problem. Look, now I'm Wizards. So whenever I talk as Wizards, I'll just put on the stupid hat. Although I will say the hat doesn't fit because I don't need to wear headphones right now. I'm not playing any music. Matter of fact, I can turn those suckers off so I don't waste the battery. So, now I'm the Eternal Newbie. Now I'm Wizards of the Coast. God, it works perfectly. Alright. Obviously, I'm not really Wizard of the Coast. Please don't sue me, Wizards. Go screw yourself. Oh, wait, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Hey, Wizards, go screw yourself. How dare you. Nearly a face reveal? Oh, God, nobody wants that. Oh, nice. Let's see. Don't use Wizard logo or trademarks. Oops, I do that all the time. Don't mess with the legal notices in our stuff. I don't do that. Don't use Wizard IP in other games. I don't do games. Don't use Wizards video or music in your fan content. I don't do that. Wait. Satire is fair. Yeah. Hey, Huber. How you doing? They can't sue for satire. We know they can't sue for satire. Or I know they can't sue for satire. You know they can't sue for satire. Does Wizards know they can't sue for satire? Screw you guys. We sue for whatever we want. Apparently they do not. God, I love this hat. It's cut on the back because it's for Biff. And believe it or not, the Biff head is somehow bigger than my head. Because, see, I was thinking about that, and I'll get to it when I get to the license, but as a video creator, they could totally take down my videos. For what they have in the OGL, even though they say they can't. They easily could because of the way I make my videos. Oh my God, I made that strong. Alright. No bad stuff. We have the right to stop or restrict your use of Wizards IP at any time for any reason or no reason. Well, that doesn't sound evil, does it? Including what we think. Like, why even go on? Why even go on? They said, or no reason. We can stop, restrict your use of the Wizards IP at any time we want. You must immediately take down your fan content. Wow. So this is the awesome fan license that they've been bragging about? You can sue for anything. You can't win in front of a judge for suing for satire, but they can bleed you dry, yeah. Because like we talked about last time, I'm sure I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure they have tons of lawyers on the payroll. Oh yeah, we have tons of lawyers on our payroll. Technically made this before the OGL, so the previous one will apply. Yeah, No bad stuff. See, this is crazy. I wonder how, I mean, I seriously doubt they've ever actually used this, but they could. Practice safe sponsorship. We understand that great fan content can sometimes require... Oh, cool, I got my first ad. And my second ad. Oh, shoot. Goodbye. Or... There we go. I just realized I don't want that. Spam bot is gone bot. Uh-oh, did we just freeze? Yeah, whatever. I'll have to check it again. Oh. Adam just did the buffering signal. Okay. Thought we freezed. Froze. Alright, so. God, anytime for any reason. We are okay with using third-party sponsors to subsidize costs, but here are a few rules. Well killed, newbie. Thank you. I'll report that jerk later. What are they even selling? Wait, their name is 69 Mega and they are selling love? Their AIs can help me find love? Hold on, I need to write down this number. No, I'm just kidding. The number's already gone. Damn it. There's no way in hell I would go to a website called 69mega.com. Now, 69 Mega Safe, that's a different story. But anyway, let me get back to what we're doing. Make it clear they are acting as our sponsor. Wait. Do not use a sponsor. Do not promote competitors or endorse inappropriate and offensive sponsors. Do not associate Wizards with your sponsors in any way. Follow the law of the land. One last thing. Please don't pull us into any legal battles. Our lawyers are busy enough suing little guys and stealing other people's stuff. Oh, wait, sorry. Our lawyers are busy enough suing other people and stealing their stuff. If Wizards of the Coast, our partners, affiliates, or employees get hit with any legal claims, fees, or expenses related to your fan content, you're responsible for paying for all our costs, including attorney's fees, and the resulting judgment or settlement. That's awesome. Yeah, like, you caused us to get sued, but then again... Dude, it doesn't even say if you caused it, just related to your fan content. Oh, you know what? I don't know if that's completely unfair. Because I don't think they'd get sued related to someone's fan content if it wasn't the fan content person's fault. So I don't know. We'll see. Wizard IP includes cards, creatures, books, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. A big bad evil devil named Hasbrodius. Dude, I will totally do that. That's a great idea. Ooh, new video idea. Thank you. And because of my new OGL, Open Gab license, that's totally going to be my idea now. Cool. Alright, let's go back to what we're doing. So what exactly is the point of these badges? I know before the badges, like you had to have the badge to prove you were official so you could pay them money. But what does this say? You may use one of the following badges and specify them, blah. And this is the thing that we decided it wasn't actually up yet, right? Yeah, it's not actually up yet. Stop going to the top page. That's lame. So long as you comply with the guide and using the badges, Wizards license you under OGL 1.2 to use such a badge on your licensed work. So what they're trying to do is make it so that people have to use this badge, because it only says you may. It doesn't say you have to. Like if I was one of the people that created this stuff, I wouldn't even bother putting one of these stupid badges on there. Alright, and this is what I didn't notice yesterday because I skipped this page. Notice of deauthorization of OGL 1.0 alpha. The Open Game license is no longer authorized license. This means you may not use that version of the OGL or any prior version to publish SDR content after effective date. It does not mean that any content previously published on there needs to be updated to this license. Any previously published content remains licensed under whichever version of the OGL was in effect when you publish that content. Okay. That's not alright, that's nothing. I thought that was gonna be something bad. It wasn't. Oh crap, how many times did I say license? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's easy. Small sips, baby. Small sips. Made that drink way stronger than I should have. But that's alright, small sips. For discussion purposes only. I put what was it? I put a post on D&D Reddit saying the stuff I didn't like on here, and some wizard fanboy answered me like, "That's why it says for discussion purposes only. You people can't read." I'm like, bitch, we are discussing it now. Shut the fuck up. I didn't say that because I'm all nicer online than I'm in real life, as y'all can attest to. Actually, none of you know me in real life. I'm kind of a dick in real life. All right. There is a license between Wizards of the Coast, LLC, Wizards, us, we are, and anyone who wants to use the licensed content in their own TTRPG, your. By using our licensed content, you agree to the terms of this license. As used in this license, we... Oh my god. Nice. You don't have to tell me how you make it. I'm already going to give it like I've already decided some of the stuff I'm going to give it. Like, it's one of its legendary actions is going to be corporate greed. I don't know what it's going to be. God damn, that's 5. Very small sips. This game is not going to last very long. I'm telling you guys that right now. Another you said is asking how many times you said it. Oh my god. Whew. Alright. L word content. Covered content. Our licensed content. This license covers any content in the SDR 5.1 or any subsequent version of the SDR we may release under this license. It is not licensed to undercreated content. You may not use this content in your own... God damn it. 5 licenses in that stupid paragraph? That's the one I just read. Friggin' 3 lines, 5 use of the word license. Someone needs to buy whatever asshole wrote this a thesaurus. Motherfucker needs some more words. Unlicensed does not count, I'm telling you that right now. Our unlicensed content. Only our licensed content is licensed under this license. That's 1 sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9 words, and 3 of them are licensed. Any other content release or have release is not licensed to you under this license. Oh my god. This is the worst idea ever. That's alright, like I said, very small sips. Very small. You know, my original idea was shots. I'd be dead. I will actually, you know what? I don't have that much liquor in the house, so I'd be done because I'd have drank all my liquor by now. All right, your content. This is your creative contributions to the work that... God damn it. Licensed content or unlicensed content. This license permits you to combine your... combine your content with our licensed content and distribute the results work as authorized by this license. Only 4 that time. Nice. Yeah, like seriously, those 4 are not even 1 real sip. I'm going really slow. Like, those 4 were just like, yeah, I'm going real slow because I seriously would not make it to the end of this page. This is ridiculous. They seriously need someone to buy their asses a thesaurus. Alright, works covered. See, yesterday I was confused by what's licensed and what's not licensed. This is going to say what's licensed right here. This license only applies to print media and static electronic files such as EPUBs or PDFs. You create for use in or as tabletop role-playing game. Never mind. I thought they were saying the only thing they were licensing were those things, but this is stuff that you create. So I don't know what they're... Man, that bitch is back. Ah, you suck. Goodbye. Is there a way to report this asshole? Go to timeout. Haha! I put somebody in timeout. Oh, well, there's 3 people watching, maybe. I don't know. Alright, where was I? This license only applies to printed media and static electronic copies such as you create for use in our tabletop game or supplements. and in virtual tabletops according with VTT policy. So wait, so are they saying, and maybe I'm reading this wrong, are they saying fans can only create static electronic files and printed media under this license? That bitch got 4 messages, only showed like 2 on my screen. Only 3? Huh. Weird. All right. So your works to be a licensed work under this license. To be a licensed work under this license, it must be covered as defined in section 1B, which is what we just read. Contain both our licensed content and your content, and not contain our unlicensed content. So honestly, I still don't understand what the difference between their licensed content and unlicensed is. Although I think they'll explain that later. Like, I think their licensed content would be like the stat block for Owlbear, how they explained it, and not the picture. And yes, 3. We are only licensing. Licensing does not license. You are copyrights in our licensed content, except the under section 5A grant you a trademark license to the creator product badge, as further detailed in the creator product badge style guide. Ooh, let's see a style guide. That sounds fun. Oh wait, it still doesn't work. Where was I? I forgot where I was. All right, here. You receive no other rights to our trademark and no rights to any other intellectual property we own. So they grant us a trademark to their... Oh, so we can actually own a creator product badge style guide or have a trademark to it. Holy crap, this one's just called license. You know this is going to be good. In consideration for your compliance with this license... Oh, and it's called license. You may copy, use, modify, or distribute our licensed content around the world as part of your licensed work. This license is perpetual, meaning that it has no set end date. Non-exclusive, meaning that we may offer others a license to our licensed content or our other unlicensed content under any conditions we choose. And irrevocable, meaning that content licensed under this license can never be withdrawn from the license. That's not what irrevocable means. Did you see what they did there? Hold on, 10 sips. All right, that was a real sip. All right. What's his face? What's his face? Where's what's his face? Where is it? This dude, in his previous message, where's his post? Where's his other post? Where's his previous post? Oh, he has no posts. He's been a member for 2 days. That's awesome. He has 123 followers, though. Jerk. All right. Let me find it. D&D OGL apology. Let me see if I can find it. Because he said in this thing, this will probably have a link to it. Since I don't see the actual apology, this will probably have a link to it. Get out of here. No one wants this crap. Here we go. Where is it? Where is what he said? Here, look and see how to spell this stupid word. IRREV. Oh. Maybe it was in the other one. But he said R will include the term irrevocable Was it in his other one? The one that was over here? The one that's over here? This license specifically includes the word irrevocable. Yes, it does. And then they go about and change their definition of the word irrevocable. This is not what irrevocable means. Irrevocable means they cannot take it back. This means that the content license can never be withdrawn from the license. I mean, maybe I'm quibbling over things, but that doesn't sound right. All right, anyway, moving on. Your license works are your own. They may not be copied or used without your permission. But if we do copy and use them, you can go, screw yourself. You acknowledge that we in our licenses, as content creators yourself, might independently come up with content similar to something you create. If you have a claim that we breached this provision, or that one of our licensees did in connection with the license content they licensed from us, any such claim will be brought only as a lawsuit for breach of content and only for money damages. You expressly agree that money damages are an adequate remedy for such a breach, and you will not be seek or be entitled to injunctive relief. I think we decided yesterday that was pain and suffering. In any such lawsuit, you must show that we knowingly and intentionally copied your licensed work. Access and substantial similarity will not be enough to prove a breach of this Section 3. Let me catch up on where I'm at. So, let me translate that for you. Hey, jackasses. Wizard here. So, go ahead and create whatever little crap you want. If we like it, we'll take it. And of course, you could sue us. We have tons of lawyers, but you can definitely sue us. But since you made it under this OGL, you have to prove that we copied yours. Just because we have access to it and we have substantial similarities does not mean we copied you. I mean, it really does, but legally it doesn't, so sit and rotate, bitches. Starting to like my wizard character. Injunctive relief means you can't stop them from continuing the You can't stop them from continuing to post the work they stole? So basically they just pay you for it and they keep doing it? Wow. Wizards here again, people. I realize I was a little rash when I told you to sit and spin. What I really meant is sit and go fuck yourselves. Wow, that's crazy. So, even if you prove that they stole your stuff, they can't make you stop selling? You can't make them stop selling it? Well, I'm not really surprised. What we own. We own our licensed content and reserve all rights not expressly granted in this license. Thank you for clearing that up for me, guys. I appreciate that. What you control, your content. You can make your content available under any terms you choose, but you may not change the terms of which we license ours. It's only one. That's easy. All right, I think we're past the worst of this, boys. You may prepare the use of your content on any terms you want. However, if any license you offer to your licensed work is different from the terms of this license, I take it back. You must include in the licensed work the attribution for our licensed content found in the preamble of the applicable SRD. And make clear that our licensed content, including your licensed work, is made available in the terms of this license. Yeah, I stand corrected. God damn it. If GTSR had not had injunctive relief over deities and demigods, they would have not have had to pull it from shells and rewrite legend and lore. Oh, TSR. thought TSR... Oh, wait, TSR is still around? I thought they sold to Wizard and, like, Wizard bought them out or something years ago. Interesting. Okay, now we're getting to the real, by the way, I guess I should have made this bigger for you guys. Sorry, I'm not a smart man sometimes. Now we're getting to the real fuck you part of this. Your representative warrant that you are over the age of majority or if younger, you had your parents, guardians review these terms and agree them on your behalf. So basically, even if you're a kid, you have to agree. You have the power and authority. Hey, what's up, Fallstar? Thank you. It really is. Like, I don't even know what to say. Oh, crap, I should be doing this. No licenses here, good. You have the power and authority into this license and performance obligations. So I guess even if you're, like, technically crazy and not supposed to be able to enter in contracts, you can enter to this one. Your license work do not and will not infringe on any third-party intellectual property rights or after our something. Okay, it was historical. Okay, I got you. It's too bad. I'm missing the days of TSR. Gotcha. Wizards on the hook for him. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, not according to Wizards. You will not include in your license work anything. All right, this is where stuff gets crazy. Because I figured out why they're using hateful content and conduct so often. Because they are going to lean on this like crazy. They are going to use this to kick people out of this OGL 1.2 into something much worse. Now, I have no proof for this. This is a theory on my behalf. And I'm sure not going to comment on this. But, think about it. Well, let's read through this and I'll explain what I'm talking about. You will not include content in your license work that is harmful, discriminatory, illegal, obscene, or harassing, or engage in content that is harmful. Didn't we just say that? Discriminatory, illegal, obscene, or Oh, so that means even if you engage in content outside of this, like has nothing to do with your content, but you put a tweet on Twitter or something that is harmful, discriminatory, illegal, obscene, or harassing, we have the sole right to decide what kind. This is where we're getting crazy. We have the sole right to decide what content or conduct is hateful, and you covenant that you will not contest any such determination via any suit or any legal actions. Because they can say whatever they want is hateful. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Wearing green shoelaces is hateful. They could look at this stream where I'm totally being... I'm not going to lie. I'm being hateful against Wizards. They goddamn deserve it. Enjoy your stream, newbie, because very soon we'll be coming for you. And they can say, you know what? Yeah, that's hateful. You are no longer bound by OGL 1.2. But we just happen to have this other OGL, we call it 1.1. And I guess we can put you under that, if you pay us. Dude, that's exactly what I was saying. They can decide they don't like what you're doing, which is just a heaping help of antitrust lawsuits in the making. Now, I don't know about legal stuff, so I don't know if this would cover their butts for that, but they apparently think they would. But yeah, you say, you know what? Wizards do a review. Let's say you're an influencer and you do a review. You're like, I really didn't like this content. It was pretty boring and just dumb. They come at you like, hey, that review you made, that was really hateful. That hurt. Hey, buddy, that review you just made, that was really hateful. Kind of hurt my feelings, so screw you. You no longer under 1.2. But I do happen to have this other contract over here. I mean, you're going to have to sign it in blood, but that's pretty standard for these type of contracts. And, we don't really need your soul. Just your children's, grandchildren's, and great-grandchildren's. Only 3 generations. That's boilerplate. Depending on if the courts are willing to allow that clause to stand as written. Well, that's the question. Although in my many years on this planet, it has been my observation that courts usually favor the one who has more money. Shouldn't be that way, but it is. So yeah, this is no. We may only modify this provision of this license, identity of attribution required under Section 5 and notice provision of Section 9. We may not modify any other provision. I'll have to say I blame Crawford when I disagree with how they rewrote something in 5e. They could. They certainly could. Anything. They can decide. They said it right here. Like, they're not even hiding this. They are telling us right here. We decide if your work is hateful. We are the only person that gets to decide that. And you cannot contest that via any suit or other legal action. I mean, I'm sure they'll have like something to contest it, but it'll be like YouTube's thing for contesting stuff. YouTube's thing for contesting stuff. Like, I put a video up, not years ago now, making fun of some anti-vaxxer who was saying all kinds of anti-COVID stuff. I put it up and the video got taken down for it because it had anti-COVID stuff in it. So I'm like, no, I'm making fun of this person. I'm saying they're wrong. I even have a disclaimer saying that this lady's wrong. But YouTube didn't bother to review it or anything. They just said, yeah, it's wrong. Anyway, sorry, I digress. I'm still a little salty about that one. It was a good video. Yeah, he is. I mean, he was the one that was doing the, what is it? Sage advice, right? Jeremy Crawford. All right. We may immediately terminate your license if you infringe on any intellectual properties, bring an action challenging our ownership of our licensed content, trademarks or patents, violation of any law in relation to activities under this license, or violate Section 6F, which is no hateful thing. So they can just get rid of this. They can say, nope, you're not under this, and I'm willing to bet anything. They will have a backup they will put people on. OGL 1.1, 1.4, whatever they want to call it. And that one's going to be a lot less friendly, and it's going to have people paying them royalties. And this one seems like it's completely worthless. Because this one says we can terminate yours no matter what. This one says we can terminate yours if you do not cure it in 30 days. But you don't need that because they can terminate it anyway. They don't even have an arbitration clause staffed by gender studies majors. Oh, everyone knows they need that. Oh my God. Gender studies majors, that's funny. Oh boy, here we go. Notice, we may notify you by mail or physical address we can locate for you. Only if we cannot locate your email or physical address after a reasonable search, notice via a public channel is sufficient. That's not a big deal. Entire agreement disclaimer of reliance. This license governs use of our licensed content. This license consists of the terms explicitly included herein and not any matter not expressly included herein. Hey, what's up? Welcome to hell. I came from the world of comics. Did this happen in comics before? I mean, I was a big comic nerd back in high school, but I'm an old man. That was a long time ago, so I haven't really been up with them lately. I'm not surprised. As everything gets corporate, everything gets worse. Ugh, it is something, man. All right, we're not reading this stuff. Headings and footnotes, blah, blah, blah. Review of console. Waiver of jury trial. We and use each waive any right to a jury trial of any dispute, claim, or cause of action rate. Can they do that? Can they say, like, they force you to waive any right to a jury trial? That doesn't sound legal. Once again, I don't know what's legal and what's not legal. Only thing I can say I know about legal is I've known enough never to go to jail, which most people have, I think. All right. And now, here we go. This is fun. This is where they could get me. Not that I do anything with virtual tabletops, but we support the rules virtual tabletops play in the table space. I think everybody knows what this is. This is them wanting to kill, like, Foundry, Fantasy Grounds. What's the other one that I use? Roll20. This is them wanting to kill those so they can make everyone go to their own virtual tabletop, which they will. Now, I tried not to watch other people's videos on this because I didn't want to, like, steal other ideas, like, even inadvertently. So I tried to avoid them. Okay, yeah, so that's what I thought. Like, that's in the Constitution. If I remember correctly, in the American Constitution, you have the right to a jury trial. Actually, I don't know. I think it's in there. Somewhere in the back. But I can look at it after this. I mean, I'm going to make one more video about that, but that's going to be more humor slanted than just, oh my god, we're all going to die slanted. Man, after that, I'll start watching other people's stuff on this, but I usually try and stay away from other D&D videos just so I don't accidentally, inadvertently steal their stuff. I can only do that. Actually, I can only, because they haven't signed my OGL, so I can't steal their stuff. You guys, I mean, you didn't sign it, but, just like this. Not just America. Good. Everybody should have a right to a jury trial. Alright. So this is where they're going to get me. So, we support the role. The ability to game remotely means more people can game, and it's wonderful. Yeah, okay, enough of this bullshit. What do you got to say? But as VTTs advance, their functionality will raise tricky questions. Alright, fair enough. What are the tricky questions? Where's the line between a VTT and a video game? Well, that's really easy, considering you have to program, like, scripts and stuff into a video game. Like, the video game has to have, I mean, mostly nowadays they have talking. They have other stuff. There are arbitration-only clauses corporations can do, so they could do that? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the least. Like I said, our system is set up to favor rich people. But they didn't include an arbitration clause? Oh. Yeah, you guys know more about this stuff than I do, so I'll take your word for it. I do have lawyers in the family. I guess I could technically ask them. But, yeah, not me. They never had, like, corporate law on Law and Order, so I don't know nothing about it. Criminal Minds, none of that stuff. Alright, so this part is crazy. Because the line between a VTT and a video game is extremely clear. A video game has a story that is actually pre-programmed into it. It has script, sometimes voice acting, stuff that's pre-programmed into it that you have to follow. There is no freedom. You cannot go off script. A VTT, a person comes up with that script, and you certainly can go off the script. Matter of fact, it happens all the time. In my Tuesday night game, contract law lawyers, nah, they're just, they're criminal, I think. Although, I don't know. I know one of them was definitely, I think they both specialize more in criminal, or they did, but I think they're doing something different now. Shows you how much I know about lawyers. I don't know what kind of lawyers they are. I know at least one of them did criminal stuff before, but I don't think they're doing criminal stuff now. I think they're doing more, I think they are doing corporate stuff now. Your insurance policy will have a clause if you disagree with the insurance company, they can force into arbitration. Ugh. Great. Y'all are really depressing me. Alright, so let me finish this stuff and then we'll talk about that stuff. Because I also got to put in my review on here. Like, this right here is them just trying to, like, oh, come on, like, what's the difference? It might be a video game, so we should be able to sell it as a video game. Ha ha ha. Monthly fees, bitches. I mean, I don't know about you, but I, for one, cannot wait to buy my D&D 1 Battle Pass. Thank you, Adam, for that joke that I stole. I mean, I don't think it's that far-fetched. I think it's where they're going. When does a VTT become more than just a replacement for traditional tabletop? Never. CC. Oh, God. Court Robocop. We're not that far, man. I'm telling you. Those questions require thoughtful answers. No, they really don't. I just answered them. Here, I'll do it again. Where's the line between VTT and a video game? Well, a video game has a script, has a story that one must follow. Now, obviously, they usually have a lot of side quests and stuff like that, but yeah. A VTT, the story and script is made up by a person. Boom. That was easy. Goddamn, Wizards should hire me. I can answer all their questions. Except for the legal ones, obviously. When does a VTT become more than a replacement for a traditional tabletop? When it's not a VTT. Amazon, yeah, there you go. Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are fighting. Well, I completely believe the big mega corporation is going to be Taco Bell. Demolition Man told me that in the 90s, and I still believe it. Demolition Man was a good movie. Wait, didn't they remake Demolition Man? Yeah, maybe. Hopefully not. And if they did, it must not have been good because I never saw it. Alright, Disney has won the entertainment war. I don't know, here in Florida, our government's going after Disney big time, but then again, they are. Yeah. VTT replaces traditional tabletop when you can bribe the DM with homemade cookies and get a free fee. Okay. Damn it, Fallstar, you just made me look dumb by putting a much better answer on there. That is a good answer. But I love how answering these will take time. No, it really won't. And we want this policy to reflect your input. Oh, I got some input for you, bitches. So we'll be asking for feedback and talking to you about our goals as that discussion advances and new technologies emerge. Using VTTs to replicate the experience of sitting at the table. So this is what's allowed. Playing D&D with your friends. So displaying static SRD content is just fine because it looks just like the source book. It's just like looking at a source book. You can put the text of Magic Missile in your VTT and use it to calculate and apply damage to your target. And automating Magic Missiles. You should never start a sentence with "and," wizards. Come on. This is official, legal, boilerplate document. You shouldn't start a sentence with "and." Stop doing that. All right. Damage to replace manual rolling and calculating is also fine. The VTT can apply Magic Missiles 1d4 plus 1 damage automatically to your target's hit points. You do not have to manually calculate and track the damage. Oh, yeah. I've been taking the smallest sip imaginable. Hey, ugly weirdo. Hello, and goodbye. It was good talking to you. And I still drank most of my drink. What isn't permitted are features that don't replicate your dining room table storytelling. If you replace your imagination with an animation of the Magic Missile streaking across the board to strike your target, or your VTT integrates our content into an NFT, that's not a tabletop experience. That's more like a video game. No, the hell it is not. Of course it is. Video games have moving parts. VTT has moving parts. They are obviously the same. We all know that, so yeah. Obviously. Like, who could argue with that? I'd like to argue with that. Alright, and this is where they're going to get me. This is where they could get me if they wanted to, but I'm kind of small potato, so I don't think they'd bother going after me. May I make my VTT Owlbear token look like the one from your monster manual? No. We never licensed visual depictions, so now we know what's not licensed. Visual depictions. That's unlicensed content. From our content under the OGL, just like the text of the SRD. This hasn't changed. You can create a creature called an owlbear with a stat block from the STD. STD. That was a Freudian slip. SRD. You cannot copy any of our owlbear depictions. But if you draw your own unique owlbear, or someone else did, you can use it. Video on listeners will be so confused. I know, because they can't see the hat. I should do a voice, too. You know what? That's what I should have done. If I ever do this again, I'm doing a voice. So, this will be my Wizards on the Coast voice. And this will just be my normal voice. That'll make it much easier for people that are just listening. Or I can just say hat before I put on the hat, something like that. Because I'm going to tell you, in my videos, since I use a lot of static pictures, I use D&D stuff all the time. So they could easily plink me if they wanted to. But like I said, I'm small. I'm off the radar. They probably won't, in theory. What about OGL 1.01.0a? Does this policy apply to that? Yes, you can upload your already licensed content to any VTT. I own and operate a VTT. How does this affect me? If you are a VTT owner or operator which supports OGL products on your platform, you have the same obligation for VTT content that any other website owner or operator has for content created under the DMCA. You say this is a conversation. Does this mean policy can change? Yes, of course it can. No, it's not going to change. I mean, think about it. We told you policy was going to change after you guys hated 1.1, but we didn't really change anything. We just put it back doorway so it's a little sneakier. But that's what we do. Oh, and also, we think you're complete morons, obviously, so suck on that, morons. There, see, that's much less confusing. Alright, I think it's time to give some feedback. Would you like to provide feedback on the content of the proposed OGL 1.1? I think I would. Thank you very much. Oh boy, how do I think I should probably be nice about this. What questions, concerns do you have? Your definition of a video game versus a VTT is ridiculous. And an obvious. Obvious attempt to take over the VTT game. How do I want to finish this? Your definition of video game versus a VTT is ridiculous and I want to take over the VTT game. It's someone must have cast Your definition of a video game versus a VTT is ridiculous and an obvious attempt to take over the VTT game. It is so transparent, someone must have cast invisibility on it. Since anyone reading this probably doesn't know, invisibility is a spell in Dungeons & Dragons that makes things invisible. I personally appreciate that one. Your hateful content language is absent and unclear. By placing yourselves as the sole decider of this, you are telling us you may revoke this license at any time for any reason. That is not acceptable. Yeah. Finally, you have once again rolled a nat 1, because that's us players actually call it. Your only way out of this without losing many customers and selling and destroying the game the game we love is to forget this. May have once, I'll read this to get all out, been a path forward with a new release, but you have squandered that. Alright, so just to go over what I just wrote. Oh. Oh, I'm just gonna. If you don't mind, Stanley, I'm gonna copy and paste what you just wrote. P.S. Alright, so let me get back to what I was doing. Alright, so let me read over this and see if you guys have any suggestions. Let me also correct doesn't. Your definition of a video game versus a VTT is ridiculous and an obvious attempt to take over the VTT market. It's so transparent, someone must have cast invisibility on it. Since anyone reading this probably doesn't know, invisibility is a spell in Dungeons & Dragons that makes things invisible. Your definition of hateful content language is absent and unclear. Therefore, unclear. By placing yourself as a sole arbitrator, I know I spelled that wrong, but that's all right, of this, you're telling us you may revoke our license at any time for any reason. This is why unacceptable. Unacceptable. Finally, you have once again rolled a nat 1, because that is what us players call it. Your only way out of this without losing many customers and destroying the game. I don't need a comma there. I need a comma there. We love is to forget this horrible idea and stick with OGL 1.0a. There may have once been a path forward with a new release, but you have squandered that completely. P.S. You want to strip my right to a jury trial and deny arbitration. These things are in direct combat. Holy crap, that's only the first question. After reading, how is your protection? Oh my god, much worse. Stick with OGL 1.0a. After reading the proposed OGL 1.2, how has your perception of the future of Dungeons & Dragons changed compared to before reading OGL 1.2? Much worse. And stop. Putting profits above the game. You will kill it this way. Following questions cover material in the introduction to system redemption. How would you rate your level of understanding, level of satisfaction with the Common CCA International? OGL or Orc? Did I say Orc? Nope, good. Okay. Actually, you know what? I understand Creative Commons really well. Satisfaction. How would you rate your level of understanding and satisfaction of the content SDR to be released under content? Did they show us that? Do we have access to the SDR to be released under common well, I don't think they showed that to us, did they? Whatever. So, no, I don't. How would you rate your understanding and your level of satisfaction of notice of deauthorization? Let's look and see exactly what that was. That was up here, I think. I think that was actually okay. Oh, I know what that was. That was where they were saying they were going to get rid of 1.0. I understand it completely. I hate it. Stated before, the trust of the community. Oh, Control F? What do you mean Control F? I'm so confused. Y'all know I'm dumb and I've been drinking. I just drank once for every license. Now, they were small sips, but I'm starting to lose it. How would you rate your understanding types of content covered? I understand that. I don't particularly like it. Yeah, I'm going to give that a 2. Because I can't keep giving them the 1s if they think I didn't even read this. Content ownership right. Oh my god, I understand that mostly, and I hate that. Find on page. Oh. I am so stumped because I literally used that earlier. Let's try it. SDR. SRD. No. Wait, it's SRD, right? Yeah, there we go. No link there. Let's see if I can find that really quick. Oh, this is long. What the frick? Oh, this is just, is this for 1 point? Hold on. Nope, they still call them racist. So this is the same thing we have for 5.1. I mean, this is the same thing we have for 5.0. I was gonna say, is this D&D 1 or is this D&D 5e? But this is D&D 5e because it still calls them racist. So yeah, this is the stuff that's in the player's handbook, basically. It may have been upgraded since then. Oh no, I don't think out of us two you're the dumb one, but all right. So. Content ownership. Where was I? Where were we talking about the SG? That was on the other page, wasn't it? Do you have any comments about this? So let me look at these again. How do you rate your level of understanding and the satisfactory with the types of content covered by? You are limiting what we are able to do in the name of increasing profits. While the electronic arts method of business may seem like a good idea, it has been proven not to be. You control your content. Oh, I understand that completely. No, don't like it. How would you rate warranties and disclaimers? I didn't really pay attention to that, so I'll just leave 3s on that. Modification or termination of service. You have given yourself the right to terminate to OGL 1.2 for any reason. This fact is not hidden for those thoughts in the comment. Trying to be nice in the first question is still being condescending. I wasn't trying to be nice. It will most likely be shit can. Yeah, I don't expect them to actually read this. That's why I'm putting it on here so you fine people can see it. And how you doing, Rin? Nice to see you. As well as you think you have. This is unacceptable. With how would you rate your level of understanding? Oh, I understand that great. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that, man. I love my first question. I was so goddamn sarcastic and asshole-like. I love it. I'm actually going to put that up as a short. Just me reading it. Because it's so funny. In my opinion. Alright, yep. Yes. Who cares about D&D? grow more successful. Your greedy ways are not I already said this. I believe to anyone who understands what Dungeons & Dragons is and has stood for almost 50 years, this is obvious. So what's a nice way of saying pull your heads out of your asses and do what's right? I'll just say do what's right. All right. This is the last quote. Oh, this is... God, we're only halfway done? Man. Yes, as someone who cares about Dungeons & Dragons and wishes it only to grow more successful in the future, your greed will destroy the game. I'm shocked that after everything that has occurred in the last months, in the last few weeks, you cannot see this. I believe to anyone who understands what D&D is and has stood for almost 50 years, this is obvious. So do what's right, save the game from this unmitigated disaster of your own making, and please do not change the OGL. Have you used... kind of, but not really. No, because I haven't solved anything. Do you want to create... God, no. Not with this. You can save the answers and come back using a link that will be sent to an email address of your choosing. Please ensure that you have received the link to continue before leaving the survey. This email address is not saved or associated with your final response. Once this question is submitted, your response will be... How do we go from 62% to 92%? God, has it really only been 2 weeks? Wow. You just sent a feedback saying that Wizard of the Coast has been now worse than the most evil, big bad evil devil ever made for any Dungeons & Dragons game. They're basically Asmodeus. Wait, Asmodeus is lawful. No. They're Orcus. This is a mistake and will destroy the game. Please keep in mind... Now, let's do this. I have... Alright. Reporting on how bad this disaster is. It is all their fault. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe... Like, I thought they'd learn. Once 40,000 plus people cancel their D&D Beyond subscriptions, I thought okay, we need to walk this way back. They didn't walk anything back. They made it look like they walked stuff back, but they didn't walk anything back. Anyone who wants to, like, they can destroy they can take your license away, and then I am, once again, there's no proof of this, it's just my theory, I'm willing to bet they have a backup one where you will have to pay them royalties. Once again, just a theory, but I'm willing to bet that. They have made it way too easy for them to revoke your license. Or they're just trying to kill independent creators. There are thousands of choices. I think, right? Would you say there's thousands of choices when it comes to tabletop role-playing games? Or would you just say, let's go hundreds. I know this. That'll fit. Lawful evil folk. You know what? You're right. You're correct. F. Huber. I don't know what you want me to call you. I've just been calling you Huber. But you're correct on that. There are hundreds of choices. It comes to... I have loved D&D since I first heard about it in the 80s. I have never thought of leaving until this happened. I, and I believe many others like me, will find an alternative. To play. You will kill the game. This is not hyperbole. This is fact. Well, you definitely got me beat. That's awesome, man. That is so cool. You've been playing for almost 50 years. That is so freaking cool. I mean, I played a little bit in the 80s, and then I didn't play again until, like, the 2010s. I don't know why. It's just life, I guess. That's not hyperbole. This is fact. Alright, let me finish what I'm doing here. This is a mistake and will destroy the game. There are hundreds of choices when it comes to tabletop RPGs. I have loved D&D since I first heard about it in the 80s. I have never thought of leaving until this happened. I, and I believe many others like me, will find an alternative to play. You will kill the game. This is not hyperbole. This is fact. Please walk this back and save and be happy with the profit, with the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, saying it's the most ever. Like a fancy word for the most ever. I want to say the highest profits D&D has ever seen, but I want a better word for that. Be happy with record breaking. Oh, I love Baldur's Gate, man. Such a good game. I may play that on stream one night. Profits, D&D. This is a mistake and will destroy the game. There are hundreds of choices when it comes to tabletop RPGs. I have loved Dungeons & Dragons since I first heard about it in the 80s. I have never thought of leaving until this happened. I, and I believe many others like me, will find an alternative to play. I didn't spell alternative right. Alternative. You will kill this game. You will kill the game. This is not hyperbole. This is fact. Please walk this back and be happy with the record-breaking profits D&D is showing right now, and do not ruin the game in the name of greed. Keep OGL 1.0A. Oh, penultimate. That's a good word. I think I'll take that. Penultimate. Let's replace penultimate. Oh, dude, I have played some good, we were talking about it before. I played some really good alternatives. I want to play more Call of Cthulhu. I've only played one game of that. Shadow of the Demon Lord was a lot of fun. I like that. What else have I played? Blades in the Dark. Very cool. God, you still have the white box? That is so freaking cool, man. White box was the first one, right? All right. The results of the survey will be made available. Yeah, I'm going to cut out a little bit of this video where I answered the first question. I'm definitely going to put that as a short. So, Yeah, that was that. My goodness, man, that is something else. Oh, wow. What are these? Yeah, Blazing Dark is fun. I just didn't like it because the DM I was playing with made everything so serious all the time, and I was not a fan of that. So I will say thank you to everyone that joined me. Arden Grimoire. Is that a different series system? Arduin Grimoire. I'll have to check it out then. And I think I'm going to head off. I'm going to... White Box was the first 3 pamphlet books. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is so cool, man. Didn't they only sell that in a certain area? Like, was that sold nationwide, or was that only sold if you lived kind of close to the area, like within a state or two of where Gary Gygax was doing his stuff? God, man, this is so sad, actually. Now, like, looking at this is really sad what they're doing to Dungeons & Dragons. But, oh well. A bookstore in me had all of Dragon magazine behind glass for stupid money. All or nothing. Oh. I wish I had that kind of money because, man, I would buy the crap out of it. But, yeah, you know how that is. So what I'm going to do now, because thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate all of you talking. I'm going to head over to my Twitch channel. I'm going to play a video game on there. I don't know what game I'm going to play. Actually, I'm probably going to try Cyberpunk. Oh, no. I know what I'm going to play. I'm going to play what I've heard is one of the best D&D video games of all time, but I've never played it. So, Planescape Torment. I'm going to try that one. I think I have that one installed. I'm going to try doing that one. So, that's what I'm going to do now. Anyone that wants to come is more than welcome to come. Let me throw y'all a link in case you want to. But if you don't, thank you all. It is so awesome you guys were hanging out with me. I very much appreciate it. Well, if you find out, throw me a comment or something. So let me head over there. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. Turn on the air conditioning. Why is this orange? That's weird. Anyway, it's easy enough to find. Eternall Newbie. So, yeah, I'll be back. And once again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy talking to you all about this stuff.